Got this. This time I could be a little louder. I might turn this stuff down a little bit. Maybe I'll also put the filter on. Test. Yeah, the only worry I have with the filter is if it's like noise gate is too not like high enough. Yeah, I don't know. Test. Yeah, there's like little sounds. Like there's like little sounds. Like put that up a little higher. Okay. Okay. We were in the middle of a rescue thing. Oh, I forgot to... You know, this title kind of works anyway with... I think of changing it, but you know what? Change it. Be like 17, but it's not going to save that. I don't want to have to just simply restart my stream just to fix the little title thing. Like, I wish it like kept the title that last was for your vlog. And I still can't figure out, like, if it just was something that I just happened to had like some benefit before, or I don't know, on where you can't rewind my stream while I'm streaming. It like doesn't do that anymore. Like I so recall it doing that before, and now like it doesn't. So I'm confused with that. Okay. Oh, lander for yeah. The only thing is this orbit was slightly lopsided, but that's fine. We're almost on the same orbit of him. This is the other thing. We want to set you as target. All right, let's turn off all these things. You always just leave that on. We'll keep we will put a few things on. Did this guy just to help really get like an angle of communication. Just yeah, having these like in the way it makes it difficult to. Yeah, we already have. It's fine. We already have it. Already did. Because yeah, we're 1.2 degrees. Oh, I see. This is going up past this point and then it goes down. Okay, I think I'm getting. Never paid attention like which direction these go and whatnot, and which. So I gotta pull up to center things. Gotta do like 3 seconds burn to this. And it'd probably be efficient on time wise to like just start burning, like have like some spot to suddenly like burn on that, but like I like to really try to line the orbit perfectly as best as I can. Yeah, also worry about our electric charge. Oh, and I thought of like the controls that I have. It's something to worry about when I'm like on the ground. Because I wondered about flipping these being on this, but then or wait, I could select, okay, yeah, I can select you, put you on that, and then select Thomas. I can't just shift um make more sense to do this. What now I forgot what it was again. Put you on this grip, that grip. Okay. Wish I did this actually on I think this is more. I think of buttons on my left hand. Why is my. Why'd you stop? What? My face tracking stopped, apparently. Okay. Some Wi-Fi interference or something. Of course, this is my other. What's going on? Did it just like, oh, I'm going to decide to change IP address randomly because it sometimes likes to do that. Hide that for now just because I'm going to have to look at settings in this, figure this out. So it just decided to stop working. What happened? Sorry, I'm just now catching up on things and doesn't look like much is going on, but things are breaking on me, which really frustrates me. Now I gotta find my silly Wi-Fi IP address, figure out what happened to it. Guess this is the correct one. At least the one that was working earlier. Did my phone decide to change? Where's my phone's IP address? Like, I do not like how hard it is to find these things and try to connect them together. Like, can anyone explain where the iPhone's IP address is? The that like long number that you gotta put in for the eye facial mocap. Like, where is that stinking number? I look at general and it's like, nope, it's not there. Nope, not there. Nope, not there. Wi-Fi, nope, not there. Where is it? I almost want to like stop my stream for now just to fix this stupid issue. I'm gonna look it up. Like, where do you look? Where is iPhone? Like, I even searched this up before and I can't figure this stuff out. It says you just look at, oh, tap the Wi-Fi and then settings, like, is it really that? I don't know. Really sorry about this if anyone's like sitting in the stream hearing me just complain about trying to fix something. I'm sure it's not fun just watching a blank screen, nothing going on, and me trying to figure this out. Like, does that somehow connect? Nope, that's not doing anything. Oh, now it's what showed green? What? Is that really? Why is it going green and what? I'm confused. Is it or is it not? What is it doing? What are you doing?
Today might be a good one to open find outside, but
Or someone just came in. So confused. Like it kind of worked and then it's kind of not. Like shown green light and then decided to like, nope, no green light. Green light, oh no green light. Like, did you connect or not? Or like what's going on? Oh, see, and it did it again. Like as I get out of the system. Like what are you doing? Are you working or not? I'm confused. Why do I have this other like number to it? And I can never refine that number. But that's the number that worked before. I'm very baffled about that. Just very baffled. Oh, it looks like I do this. going to sit here, I guess, for 20 minutes trying things. All right, I'll just do this. And suddenly I got to work like by completely changing different numbers. Like, so oddly, it worked before with like a completely different number. And why is it such an extremely different number? I don't know. But I got that to work. And things I figured to go disappear there just to let me slide something. Speaking, I was going right, but ended up not doing that. Okay. Sorry. Hello, welcome. Streaming much earlier than my other times. Hopefully fix some sleeping times. I'll buy it. So there will be something I need to have scheduled in the dark. Gonna make me want to like somehow save all this. Let me do like a quick save and then go to Space Center. Because I want to fix some things that I have set up on this whole. Gonna make me want to change it on like a few things, like even on this guy. Did I put the action groups on this at all? Yeah, I did. Just not. The reason I did it this way is so on my right hand I could change the engine toggles while the left hand's controlling the movement of the wheels, but like I don't see a good point for me to trying to think if I even require such precision thing. Hello, hi Borks. But oh, so it's the top ones. Let's do that. On this one, it's these will toggle engines. And you will be on this one. Instead of you being there, I'm going to put you on just there. They'll have that as that. Instead of you being that, I'll have you as police grip. That one. I was thinking of this being also button. Days ago, I see. He got me to try it out again for 2 hours. Or 1 point, I'm guessing 1 point or 2 hours, I came to the resolution that watching you play it is better for my mood and sanity. Huh. Well, you probably understand my going crazy a few times on the game. Like, this seems like a simple game, but like when you really attempt it, like sometimes you just feel like you're going insane. I think actually I want to put this. Yeah, we have a. I'm trying to. Gonna be silly with like precisely what I want to put like certain of these buttons. Model arming. Because I was thinking of putting this as control from here, just if I need to like quickly switch it to, as I'm like trying to like hover this down with these engines. That's why these engines are here, is to like land down, and I need to have something pointing that direction. Actually, what you want to do it the other direction, I'll realize that. Like, I probably want to have it like the top, don't I? This is going to be flipped, and basically I'm going to go against prograde, but we're going to have to, I guess, like deal with it that way, because it's already flying through the air, and this thing's kind of in the way to really want to put the. Let's put it back here, but then like that's not a really good spot to dock. At least this spot's like a little bit away from those things. And this thing's in the way to put it right there. At one point I made Rocket do the biggest Beyblade by tried it a few times, just made it become uncontrollable further by up in the sky before it broke apart. Oh yeah. I haven't got the DLC to do any like spinning parts is the thing. But yeah, this is gonna make it so like I have to like, yeah, it's gonna be a thing. I wonder if I can like flip things from controlling that from there. But that would at least orient me uh the same horizon as what these would be. It's just things are going to be flying backwards in a sense. Like the throttle, like still controls, I think will work the same. It's just I'm worried the camera is going to like be upside. Man, there's going to be probably a lot of stupid issues, but going to have to deal with it. It's like this is like the best layout anyway, and that's why I did it. But I didn't realize, oh wait, this is like upside down compared to where these are going to be. That's probably not good. But oh well. Okay, what was the things that really great? I'm gonna have to like create all these screenshots to remember what. Yeah, because of me wanting to just copy all the same stuff. I like this layout. All makes sense. Creating a bunch of screen captures. Toggle engine on top one. Toggle that one on the bottom there. Okay. And then number 10 is the solar. Okay. Not much spots. Pulling up something in the background. Live, I don't know why starting spinning point where watching else is video, especially when seeing what works. Go back with some time in the future or so, but yeah, that's what I feel like some games like may look like it's like a lot of fun and stuff, but like uh I find that it's like probably more fun to just like watch. So yeah, I did have it, so that's like that. I'm gonna save it just to save these action groups. Now it's so switch to this one, open technically like the same thing. jumping around all these things. That was the arming. This to pull from here. These are the little engines. In case I get mixed up with like those two. These still, let me see something. Make sure that these are like kind of like, it's so hard to tell. Like, are you even or not? Yeah, you are. Try like balance that as best as I can. That's the thing. Action groups. That that's what's like that to something. Oh yeah, and then I even put that on like later. Okay. Yeah, see, even more so a reason to or where I would like this though. Figure that out. I'll probably do this and have toggle you, and you can toggle that one. Wait, aren't you? Yeah, you're on 10. Add you as toggle arming. Piece grip. let me. Oh, it's going to let me select one. Okay. Oh, wait, I should have. Still like one more thing that I like do. Oh, there's this one of like my paranoidness of wanting. Like, I wish there was like a way to just quickly save all this and remember what this and what that. I didn't have do have here. Jettison. Oh, it's just jettison shroud. I don't know what like jettison shroud of it do. Take this one as well. Just in case. Wise now. Go here. We'll. That's a rover. My. Well, we want the rover unit as well. And now it's all to edit this one. Farming. Let's flip them. That's the set of buttons. I don't know what's like really best or what's like most like be controlled. I did all that just so I can remember to. Now I can pull that out. You know, that is a bit of a confusing layout. I'll probably just edit like this at times if I like ready out. Well, that's a little confusing. I'll just put that there. Or actually, you know what? That, and then this be toggling that. This is like all that stuff. Right, I need to be right back. I do need a. I was gonna think of like having it like be playing as I'm away, but like I'll pass my maneuver. So be right back. Okay, I'm back. Always like constant. Well, thanks. Always like new messages. Discord, by the way, like every time I maybe because in it, I'm in a bunch of streams and get all these pings. But yeah. But yeah, this reason why I like want these similar, why like going back to and rechanging this again is it's going to make me go another kind of crazy if I end up using these things. Oh wait, this doesn't even have. I'll just put this one. Or wait, not do. Which I basically just have this guy on here. I'll just do that and then just that's basically what. Do that just to also throw him up here. Oh, you off of that. Sure, because I feel like I may like end up using any of these versions and then just like I'm gonna get like confused when or forget to have these set and then I'm gonna like go launch it or put it to something else and it's like, oh, I wished I remembered that one little change. Yeah, just will bug me. There. Just nothing's like on that one up, I guess, which that's fine. Could like make it so yeah, that's fine. I want to keep changing it back and forth and this and that and just all over the place. So good now on that. Will always be the one thing one wishes to have changed before. Yeah. Like I just like said and realized, and this is like version 3, which is like the one that was like a little bit smaller of a booster. So now, yeah, that controls these two things. Why didn't... Okay, now it does it. Yeah. Don't have anything on 10. Have these on that. This is controlled from there. Okay. I'm already controlling from there. Now I'm thinking I should like have fun for that. Like, let's make an action group for just everything, I guess. Let's see doing control from here, and then this one, the control from here would make sense in my head. And that part of like lights. My goodness. Go crazy with this. Only going to take a few minutes. But in a way, I wish there was like a way to just like save the group actions themselves or something and just and it's just a little annoying that I just gotta go like gotta always with this I'll do that little tab again like every single time I open. Well, thanks for the follow. What? Hey, what's unknown? I realize you haven't been following. But welcome. Lunch break. Nice. If you're at work, hope you're having a good work day. This. I'll go from here. This. Control from here. Yeah, control from here. Control. Yeah, I just realized that F is not capitalized, and then this one is. Do a spelling error? At least which one's like capitalized and whatnot? That's interesting. Probably the text format they did like for this one thing is just like, oh, little capitalized. Right. The thing is, like, I'm going to have to like look at the action groups anyway later. Mainly because you weren't set properly anyway with this one. Go through each of these and there. There. And yet again, I gotta click on save on moon crawlers. There. Good. I say good. Okay. Okay. Put that timer on. Yay, what? What that means. Is that oh, I think to the next maneuver showing that. I was curious on that. As yes, we got that window. Okay. All that messing about and we're close to doing this. Hopefully having that solar panel out is not going to have me lopsided here. On pushing back up here. We'll do another quick save. Speed up the time. Wait actual minute. It's to where it's like it becomes very hard to like get exactly on. I'm like slightly off. We'll spin around quickly as I can. Yeah, see, it's just and go back for it. It's about 0. Like as best as I can do. Just doing a little touch will just make that flip around. By the other way. in the dark as well. So, we're not getting any recharge of our batteries, but there, see. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now it's to send out. And then we got a encounter right there. And see, we want to actually hit it in that angle. Because I think that's more, that's almost like orbiting it in just the other direction where we become in a bigger orbit. So for one, I don't think we use as much burn. 850. So we're going to lose this before we get to the moon. Hoping we get to the moon and then we'll lose it, but I do have a lot of delta V on here. The food's good, nice. Should see actually if there's a better encounter. Yeah, we can like that even better there. Looks like it's a little closer. I guess a little. I think that's like our best we can get around there. Oh, I should be able to just do it like that, just enough to reach it. flying straight, so too much to worry about that. Gotta watch for our we decouple this here. Hey, Siobhan. Bill, we're hacking things. Pay attention when I couple this or do our by canister and other rocket. Now our tiny little brawler with the little 6 wheels or like a cockroach thing or something. Their little solar sail. Doing this little burn here. Almost there. Probably like close to. Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure I get in the influence of the moon. I'm gonna push just a bit more. Sure that it's an encounter. But yeah, hello, welcome. Let me do a save of like save 2. I don't think I've saved over that one. Yeah. Yeah, that was like the next one to save over. And I already saved on this one for launch, so look at this thing. But this is what we're gonna like, and that debris is gonna be just stuck in orbit. I'm gonna just kind of like have it delete because I don't need to worry about the loss of money of that thing and be too expensive to like rescue it for like what, like maybe 10,000 I would get out of it. Kind of glowy, like probably because it's like was on. Yeah, we also can like turn our lights on. We might just leave our lights on. Also, I'm kind of curious on. Oh, right. I'm trying to change the camera view, but like, there's no one in here. I was curious if like, if whoever's in here can like look down, basically. And I have parachutes and stuff on this in case this can have like if this has like enough fuel to deorbit into Kerbon. Is it like Kerbal or Kerbin? Like I always. Also, by the way, I figured to that there's no one on there. Let me just slide me down that view. But yeah, now it's to just warp here. We don't like just sit here waiting. Sometimes I just like sit and take in the game as in a sense, like just I guess like watching the slow orbit and stuff. Then we like, I decide to just go to the next maneuver. I'm gonna do this and just like do that just to get into orbit of the moon. That's like 200 or so. Oh, that's probably too much. Don't want to like be slamming into it, so we'll get about like there. Like there's no atmosphere to worry about on this thing. There's the moon. Position ourselves to this. I'll put myself like that. Like it matters which way I'm rolled onto it. It really is like a sail ship in a sense with with wheels. Got that big solar sail. Morphing to our solar sail. Yeah, makes me think of if anyone's seen the movie uh, Treasure Planet. He's an anchor now. Yeah. The thing that really bugs me about Treasure Planet, by the way, like I get that they were like playing with the fun like sci-fi fictional way of sail ships, like old pirate age sailing and stuff into space, but like come on, like it makes no sense when you do something that's just like open canopy into space, and we all know that there's no oxygen in space. There's no atmosphere and stuff. Like what are they breathing? What, like, even if you say that they're like holding somehow like oxygen in uh onto the ship, like they would be in a vacuum of atmosphere. Like they would be like pulled apart, like exploding in a sense. Since wasn't in the budget, yeah. Like it's a great movie and all, but like that's what, if anything, bugs me about it. Is like why? Now to orbit down here. Which I'll need to like do this essentially. Figure out. Wonder, does this do anything? Or is this just a. That's just a shift orbit like that. Okay. Create that. Do this to centralize my orbit down there. You know what? probably could kept my orbit like very wide, because it's not like I need it. I'm trying to think about this. Well, it helps. Like I still need to burn it. It's not like I'm like detaching from like some station or so. Yeah. Yeah, let's where I wished I had like probably even like more than safe amount of what's it called Delta V, because with all the maneuvering and stuff to get to that, I worry about like not having a lot or as enough fuel to get back off it or so. Like, but as long as I can get into orbit on the moon, then I can pick up him front with another rocket with my just rescue rockets that I've got all saved out that are pretty cheap, and I get like most of the money back from them. So they're like very little expense to shoot them off to pick up someone. By the way, I'm leaving all these other Kerbins out floating in space as I got tired of like like each time getting back on. Oh, like save another Kerbin, save another Kerbal. Legendary evening stream. Always funny with like that emo is like you're like this gaping mouth like side eye. Okay. Um yeah. Do another quick save as I speed up time for this next maneuver. And yeah, I figured it's gonna be just if anything like a few days to do this whole mission. So it's not like and like each thing is still like years away until like I that they would expire on me. There will be sacrifices in the way forward. We can't save every maybe, but like I was saying, I got plenty of time. Kind of upside down to camera view, other than there's no right side up anyway. And there's one of my flags. Almost to our burn here. This is only 180 meters a second anyway, so don't worry about too much on how exactly the orbit set. Just as long as like I equalize it, I'm fine. Just to help and figure out like how to angle it and where to like slow down to like try to get like above it. It's good enough. For 1 meter of delta V or whatnot. Yeah, I even like did it like. Well, my guess is like to do another maneuver like here. Basically, angle myself a lot that way. try to float over this. Yeah, basically down like that would be my least amount of, as long as I'm not going to clip into a mountain or something. I think that's my least amount of, let's just a bit more down. That's fine about there. Yeah, land like pretty much right by this guy. Do anything. Save. Yeah. Okay, let's point ourselves. What I can always do is just bonk. A good thing all these satellites are around here, because even when I'm like behind the moon, oh yeah, I'm connecting to that, which that's connecting to there, so that's why I got like even these so happen to be blocked. So yeah, it's just bouncing off that to me. What's going on? Might be a moment when that's even blocked, so it's hard to get like perfectly. These happen to all like line up right into an eclipse essentially. I purposely made them different sizes. Well, then again, these are from a mission, and I put that guy just to orbit around there. I might lose connection for a moment, but at least good thing is like it's not by. Let's see if it actually does lose connection here. Yep, I suddenly can't control it. Won't be able to control it at all right here. A good thing my maneuver's not right behind here. That would be a problem if it's sort of like right where I lose connection. As the danger with having it just completely unmanned. But now I got my signal again. Yeah, I'm putting it down. Speed up time. Wait so long. I can angle the camera like. Thing is it might change a little bit what I plan because like moon's slightly turning. As long as I get like kind of close. Yeah, that is different than what it to be a little bit. Oh, never mind. Flipped around and stuff. I'm ask is let me do a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna do save on 3 now, just because this is a significant point right here. Um, if now the interesting thing is control from here. That's like, oh, but that's prograde. No, that's retrograde. When I turn on these, turn that off. That's going to slow me down. That turns me home. Grr. What? Just in case, let's put that away. I don't clip that off. It's like right now I'm like upside down. Gotta slow ourselves down. And I'm pointing up a little bit because I feel like I'm going to hit that mountain. There they are. I'm going to pass by them. Great. I didn't slow down fast enough. Contemplate on how long it would take this slow down. No, come back here. Figured. That's why I saved it. Did I do a could have done a quick save really. Didn't do that right. I don't want to waste so much fuel actually. Let's see if take to like completely slow down. Probably do like that just to like, yeah, takes like a whole minute. Just quick save like that. And we can point ourselves to that maneuver. Put that away. I believe I'll be pointing this way. We're gonna see how this works on where I'm going to like suddenly switch to these engines down here when I like slow down enough. And then try to land it like a helicopter. Wait. Wait a little bit. I'm just gonna do it like early now. I want to slow down my speed. I want to roll angle here. But when we switch to the other control, we're going to be chasing after prograde, even though that's backwards. Just worried about my pitch up and down is going to be like confusing and backwards. Or maybe it will like work out. Oh, it's saying that just because, but that's fine because I'm like that a little bit. I'm afraid I'm using so much fuel just to like get down. Yeah. Ah, man. It's a bit too much actually. I need to like waste more fuel to arch up towards it. You know, actually, we depends on how long we want to just like crawl down on the ground, but like that would save more fuel than us. We we slowed down too much, and now we're gonna land like more than 10 kilometers. Um, I flipped the boots. I knew it. I knew I was going to just like, wow, what's going on? Okay, at point, still pivot up and down. Let me see something. Yeah, that's still that backwards direction. What I wonder also doing is switching to this. I'll have it like that for now. Yeah, let's be in that. Let's actually follow my maneuver, like, 'cause I believe I got it so it. Actually, no, I'm going to quickly edit it. I need to do that to it. I need to slow down, but I don't want to slow down too much before we get to it. Yeah, this is more closer. Of course, don't need to land right on top of it, but I do want to like not land like 10 kilometers away and then crawl after it. We're gonna ignore that now. It's now just slow down enough. Probably tilt up a bit too, this way so we don't lose too much. I want to be able to give myself some time to like flip controls here. Now it's going to be trying to read. Basically, the opposite of this is basically anti-grade. Why? What? Oh yeah, that's right. This is going to be a struggle, actually. Because more I throttle up, the more I pitch downward. That's a problem with it. Oh my goodness. Can I quickly... Need to be like 80. Come on, come on, come on! 85, fine. Oh, that's too much. Oh my goodness. Give me time. My goodness. 92. 92. Oh my goodness, these are... very tricky to calibrate here. I did not realize just how sensitive it is to get that to be like balanced. I'm having to like balance it on the spot. There we go. We landed. Quick save. Very sensitive. Yeah. And like if this thrusted like just a little bit more too much, I kept pitching down. They do it 200 as pitching up. It's like great. I didn't realize it's like that in that way. Now we could like switch to this and I wanted to set as target, but like I could see them just right over there. Why am I rolling down the hill? Put myself around. Come on, go forward. Pressing forward. Yeah, we can also put this back up. Now we just roll ourselves over there. 2 kilometers. That's not going to take too long. Good thing we got time warp. It says we can't do that other than do that. I wonder if there's a way to like... What is to make it just like... A way to... They're trying to climb up a hill, but like, is there a way to just give more power, or is these like just weak things? You know, if need be, why I made it so it togglies. Really don't want to have to waste a lot of fuel, but if need be, we can push ourselves. But because if anything, these are probably not very strong wheels. And we are going uphill. Maybe let's turn over here, just barely using much data delta anyway, so this is probably better than the other one where it was like the only means I was able to like actually move was to use fuel. Now I'm just using electric power. Was certainly what I wanted to, why I wanted to put a bunch of wheels on this thing. Or doing wheels that's certainly hopefully it's not, these are not pushing against the ground. Doesn't look like they are. Realize I wished I put them, oh, I did try this on Kerbin, so like I'm a bit confused on why they're like that shallow for these engines. Wished I pulled them down more. We're getting there. We could speed up time to just go faster. Just might have to go up these hills in a sort of angle because I don't think this can go up too steep without me having to use my rocket fuel. I want to save for going back into orbit, possibly going back to urban. Like how that thing turns like towards the sun all the time, just automatically does that. I think the sun is setting. Where's the sun? Curious, where is it? Oh, it's like way up in here. Okay, never mind. It's just way in the air that like I can barely see it. Yeah, there it is. You slowing down. Can't get up there. Turn this way. Would have been nice to got a little closer, but like this is much better than landing it like 10,000 meters away. Would have taken like 10 times longer, or at least 5 times longer. I think I landed somewhere under 2,000 meters from it. 2 kilometers. Trying to crawl up this hill. We'll just boost a little tiny bit more. Get up this hill. I used like 2 delta. If I could deorbit myself off the moon just to get Kerbin's atmosphere, and I could slowly just keep air braking myself. Almost there. 600 meters away. 650. Bit more. Oh, that was like another 2 delta by worsening up that much. It'd certainly help if when I could, if I need to make any more things that crawl around like this, it'd be nice to get like the bigger wheels. These are really tiny little rover wheels. Looks like a land ship. I was also kind of thinking of like not can't think of like any shows that really uses it, but like like something that like had like in the desert, and there's like desert pirates or something with sail ships that are just on the desert, or those like skiing things with a sail. Struggling up this hill and really trying to not want to waste more of my rocket fuel, but I don't have much power to lift myself up these mountains. Hope it would have been better if I landed just slightly past them. I could have gone downhill instead of trying to crawl uphill. Is that the flag over there? Yeah, that's where I found it. Oh, Moonsy. I called it glitchy because the whole thing was glitchy trying to move this thing. But now I got a claw thing that I can latch onto it. And this is all like 3 times the speed too, by the way. This was my actual speed I've been moving. Hello, guys. Finally got here. You you've been sitting in this little canister like for days. Rolled past them. That's fine. Come on, stop. I just put you on parking brake. But yay! It saved also again. Me just in case save this. Just to have all these saving options. So I feel like here, but I just got a bunch more pings though. Random servers. Well, it's like that bugging, that thing that just bugs you on like having seen like the ping numbers and stuff on Discord, wanting to get rid of them. Like I don't want to just mute everything and stuff and not get like any notifications. People in the chat. Oh, just catching up on a few things. Kind of like an interesting, like cute little idea, like like those uh full toy kind of like avatars, and then it's like filled with water, but then it's like see through with fish in it. You got like fish swimming around in your belly. Not that it like looks weird. It was like a idea that I think talked with Voxian with his uh Tor avatar once, where it's like just a swimming pool. Makes more sense with like fish just swimming around, like he's in water. And hey, if your body's just a tank of like water, yeah, there is like there is kind of that. And that's just, like I can see the like uh yeah, it would be interesting. Like I'm just worried about if it like has that lewdish idea and stuff and it's just like don't need to go there. Like I get like the appeal of just like the innocent concept and all that, but like when it becomes like that other word, I'll just say lewdish still. Just yeah. It's hard to I guess like feel like there's to have everything just oh yeah, I got like parking brake on. Just in case. So you don't accidentally snap that off falling in here. Oh, I could like go to this piece as well. Am I able to I did take off all its batteries. And switch to docking mode just so that I might stick these onto that just I certainly want to like put this on one of the things just in case this counts as that rover, but I think it's that whole piece. That's why I've been like trying to do have like two more wheels on this thing. Forget what happened to. Oh yeah, I did just. It was just bringing four wheels, if anything. Yeah, I need to EVA with him, and we're on move. Why is that making you jolt around? That's that. I'm gonna look there. I think I can reach. other part. Put it there for now while I get up closer. Which I can do this. Oh, I can't move once I grab something. And of course, all the other times you're just magically just... Okay. So I can just walk over here and just... This. Stick you over there. Because why not grab those things? Oh, you know what? Let's also grab these solar panels just so we have some static ones. Got the... I guess consider that. Might as well just save all these parts. You... I just stick it like that. This is kind of adding a little bit of weight on it, but I think it'll be just fine. That's all I need off that thing. I can just like abandon it now. Hopefully you can get into this canopy, otherwise all of this is going to be a problem. Good, you can just climb up. I don't have to use your... Otherwise I would just use this thing, backpack, to like float up. Okay, good. You were able to just get in. Another autosave. Yeah, it can be turned around quickly. Oh, I'm talking about like what I was saying about earlier. And now I feel like I'm blocking him a little bit. There. Now I could just like stare at him. How was your... Oh, Jeffin, how was your day vacation on the moon? Vacation's over. You know, with how slow this moves, it does make sense. Like, was it like the rover that they put on the Mars? It like moved really slowly. Because when you're just slowly trying to do what's necessary, like you don't need to worry about time or that it takes. Also, by the way, I like clipping the moon. Activate that. Back up a little bit. He probably thought it and regretted every decision that brought him there. Maybe. But don't you think he just like had basically a vacation, just sitting here on the moon, not having to do any work? So lazy of him. Make the excuse to be stranded on the moon, getting a vacation. Oh, nah, by the way, let's do that. We want to farm that. This. Yeah. Oh, not exactly a crew transfer. Okay, whatever. It was a crew transfer on the moon, really. We can stop pulling back down. I'm just wanting to see if I can get in like side angle of this thing like this. Oh, no, okay. Oh, it like counts as if it's like now part of it. Okay. Well, I guess that works. Now we just push it to the silly destination rather than having the Kraken explode every often. So I'd like to I want to like hold that a little better. Well, I'm gonna do a quick save before like something weird happens. Okay. I'm gonna just speed up time so I can like maneuver quicker here. Go like, oh no no no, go backwards. There we go. Now I could just bonk. Maybe it would help me. Is spinning the wheels, interestingly. But I think they're floating up, so but that's fine. I don't need those wheels. Speed up time so this doesn't take forever. Have to, I think that's the reason why I was like struggling to push this the rest of the way because of the hill. And I didn't have any fuel left in it, so I at least want to keep 800 Delta V in this thing. Man, this is tough. I have to waste a bunch of fuel. Okay. This very steep hill, and I don't want to take forever just to go around it. But yeah, we'll just waste some fuel to get up here. I'm just going to have to resort getting another rocket just to attach to this and then get everyone. Yeah, I'm having to waste like a lot of my rocket fuel just to get up this silly hill. A destination that required me to bring this all to. Am I still going up a hill? My goodness. There. How much farther do I need to go with this? Come on. Like, goodness, it of course is all the way up this hill. I think they purposely did that. Yeah, and I thought emptying those out would be more even than emptying this one out first. much farther, and then you get a flat tire. Oh, yeah. Well, these aren't exactly tires. I recall that they had to also see about the rover. All the rest of that's on this. We're still up a hill. I still at least have 1000 delta V. Wheels are going the right direction, it's just they're not helping me at all. I don't care if the rover's like a complete mess at the moment. Your contract states that I just need to get this to its destination. Said nothing about me having to have it neatly in the right looking like a proper rover or whatnot. Is there... Yeah, we got plenty of sunlight. First, this... I think the real moon, like, doesn't actually rotate away from, like, oh, because that's why there's, like, the saying, the dark side of the moon, it's a side of the moon that we, like, never see from Earth. I'm just gonna go all crazy with the fuel because, like, I'm tired of not being able to get up this hill. I just keep burning little amounts that just push myself up. I don't know how you do this if you use something that... well, I guess if you like well, if you actually repaired the rover as intended, and even like put like a solar panel on it, then sure. But this thing is just... I don't know if they really play tested it themselves on like, oh yeah, maybe we should fix something about the physics exploding every time you just pull off a part just to put it on another part, and for some reason putting on the part that like flips the other craft upside down. Like, I just made no sense what it was doing. He's all excited. How much further are we... Oh my goodness, like, this is taking so long just to get way over here. You know what? It probably would help to not have that SAS going when we're not needing to hold our pitch or something. Maybe all this time that was like affecting us. Still got like another 200 that I can like start worrying about. Like, as long as I can get up in orbit around the moon, I'm fine. I do have a rocket that has enough delta V that it could land on the moon and get back. Which, if I can't get in orbit, I would have to resort to doing that. We had to abandon that other craft, so... Okay, now we're, like, going downhill. Or we missed it. Really, like, right... Tell me, like, you're not gonna, like... My worry is, after all this, it's, like, gonna be broken and be like... Nope, doesn't work. Do we just pass by it again? Where are you? Where... Are we, like, right where it wants it to be? Because I'm literally spinning in circles now. Come on! But I have to waste a lot of fuel just to turn myself around. Yeah, ain't I, like, on top of it now? I go a little bit forward this way again. Yeah, it's right here. You happy? Oh, I can let go by just toggling the arm again. Or basically unarming it. Should I just construct it here? Like, what's going... Right, like, what's going on now? That's not what I meant to switch to. Well, I do got all the parts here, per se. If it requires me to stick this back on it, to consider... Okay, there, we completed the contract. I guess we had to just switch off it or something. There, finished construction of the rover surface. Not much of a construction, but okay. Let me actually have some fun doing this. Get up. Probably a bit dangerous that I left that open, but... Oh, and the other thing I was wondering about is... if I get any... East Crater. Moon's East Crater. Take a screenshot just so I... for spelling of that and stuff. Might as well take a surface sample. If we we're just playing a flag here. Mainly using these to, like, point out, like, where biomes are and stuff. So, like, this is Moon's East Crater. Broke rover. probably like unnecessary to say all that, but just in case, copy the clipboard if I for some reason, like once you do that, then you can like you can't just you read plaque, but to like redo it, you would have to like you can't just like edit that. We might just leave that thing to like be there forever, just for like, yeah, that's the state that that's the completed rover. Really, I made my own new rover wheel thing. Okay. Now to get you back home. And if I do need to get something to like meet up with this, what I'll do is push this to also deorbit. And accomplish. We have started construction the first outpost. What? Oh, I haven't? Yeah, and that and the 355,000, like I'm yeah. Then again, like I'm trying to think of like with all the money that I spent. Yeah, I'm about like where like I did spend a lot of money on getting new parts and also using a very expensive rocket earlier. That I think I lost some money out of it for what it was worth. The what was that whole rocket for? I'm trying to think of. Oh yeah, to place. It wasn't even for any contract. It was just to get like more Kerbin's home and place solar panels on a station that I have floating around Kerbin. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick save. You know what, we're even like we could save now. Quick save 5. And now it's this to get this off. And where do we want to point really? Turn off our brakes. I think I want to point 90 like this. The question is, what's the best way to get back on from the moon after you orbit, and like which way do I want to orbit this way? My guess is I want to orbit this way, go this way. Basically, you know what? We could use this as a test essentially. These are figure out which way these are going. I think is this thing. Oh, that's a kind of probe. Uh, monopropellants. It's just like parts slapped onto it. Almost looks like a face with like eyes right there. Is it going this way? dirt. Yeah, it is going like this way. So this is if I'm like going the opposite direction. But like, yeah, I think it's, yeah, you'd have to like go out of orbit that way to shrink down your orbit. Yeah, from like that. But if you're somehow flipped like this, oh my goodness, how do you do a flip? I have to head out for today. Night is over in 5 hours. Good luck. See you later. Yeah, take care, Jade. Jade Raider. For dropping by. You know what? Let me see. From the surface. Not speaking exactly what I'm trying to say. Grr. I think I want to go. We might have to. I don't know. Like I almost want to like trial and error a bunch of ways, but like So these are like going in this orbit, I believe. So they're going around like this. I think I want to go around like that, so like counterclockwise to it. And that's what I want to see is if that's like the better fuel efficient way. Because that's what I've seen a thing is like where I think they do in real life is they do an orbit where like they shoot off like this and hit the moon like in this angle or around like that to go right back. And like they don't even need a burn at all because they like go in front of it and it like it pulls the shuttle around that way and then they could like come return back like that. So I want to orbit like this if that's the case, but I want to have something going that kind of orbit just to test it out. It's hard to somehow make just a kind of thing as an example here. Even though, yes, this does not have any ability to. Wait, isn't it? I would actually have like kind of an orbit like this in a sense. Yeah, will you get off that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think that's better than the other option. How much delta V would that be? But like then again, this isn't a bigger orbit. Does it show minus? That's it. Well, then again, that's delta V for flipping the whole thing. So it's like, it's really whatever amount that I could get up and then I guess deorbit. Yeah, is that like shrunken down more than if it was in this orbit and simply went out like that? Like, yes, that burns less, but thing is now you gotta slow down that extreme amount. See, and that would be a lot of delta V right there. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt this to gotta really try to make sure I'm going the right way. This is going this way. So yeah, I do want, okay. I believe I am pointing that way. That's north and south, and if 90 is east, I want to go east very much. Toggle off all the things so I can like click the right thing. Let's switch to you. All that was just to like kind of figure out angleness and stuff. Yet another little thing that I look at. Yeah, I only one wanted to go this way, so doing there, quick save. Did I save over? Yeah. Just in case I didn't, because like I'm paranoid of these things. Did not go as like a. You know what? Let's try to do that better. I wanna do this like elegant, like lift up and then shoot forward. Is my center like further back or something now? Like what is going on here? Okay, these need to be like a little less. A calibrate this out, essentially. Okay, a little bit less. Do like 82. Can I type in a number, like, is there a means to just find 82? $81. Or guess I do 80? It did stick on probably like a few new things, so. Also, I'm thinking of doing this just so I don't confuse myself. That. Now I'm flying like a helicopter. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Elegantly fly up like a little helicopter and shoot that off. And feed off. Push that back to that so I can like go back to going on. Why am I? Oh my goodness! Stop, camera! Goodness, why am I? Why am I spinning in a circle? Oh, it would help to have that on. Okay. Because yeah, the thing's not like perfectly even like up and down, so. And I'm just gonna waste just enough fuel to try to like. If I can't, then great. Then I'm gonna have to pick him up on the ground. I was really hoping to save this whole contraption as well. But we'll see if I can just manage to get to orbit around the moon. Might be like a very shallow orbit. Yeah, like 15,000. We'll try that. Do I have enough to possibly? Okay, good. I do. It's the only amount that we're going to be able to handle, it looks like. I guess we could go up higher. Push this a little higher. Okay. Oh, hi, I, IKEA. IKEA. Sorry, interesting name. Thanks for the follow. I wished I had that 200 more Delta V, but I had to use a bunch just to get up little hills. Hello. Welcome. We did this whole mission to rescue our engineer, being stuck with no fuel and silly rover contract that was a mess to deal with. And we got our little sail ship, basically. With its like one solar panel and little wheels to slide it along the ground, fall along the ground. Yeah, we got him in here, and now we're like going to try to get to Kerbin, but It's very doubtful I have enough delta V in this thing. I had to waste bunch just to get up hills. I was afraid that would happen, and I didn't want to try to design a even more expensive rocket just to get more delta V over here because of like the big weight of this whole thing. I just didn't want to. I just couldn't think of like what. Like I didn't want to just pull off a bunch more weight just to like lighten this thing. Poor Jeffrin. Well, he got a vacation for a while sitting on the moon. I went and did like a few other things and we're just waiting on our burn time. We speed up a little bit more. But yeah, as you see, we have very little fuel left. I was afraid it would be like that because we didn't quite have 8,000 delta V for the thing at start. It was like 7,600. So near bare minimum to like just land on the moon and back, and I knew I was going to be like using quite a bit. We can, yeah, we don't actually, just as long as I have it over 10,000, just so like it doesn't hit anything. We'll save like the other fuel. Griffin is on the way to become a space station. Yeah, he was nearly making it his home. And now when we like get over here, do like a little quick save here. Now we just barely deorbit here. Or I guess not barely. But just enough to like get that like I'll be curious if we can get like because that's using half as much. It's just then it's a question, can we use a little bit more just to manage to get into the atmosphere, and then we could like just keep air braking. Like if I can do all that. Oh yeah, we can, it looks like. That is, oh, it's so close, yeah. We just might be able to do this without having to get like another rescue thing. It's just the question of how shallow do we want to get, like, because we don't have any heat shields onto this, and I didn't bring any to like save weight. Because all the other times I kept doing it without means. We do another little quick save. Now let's try these two maneuvers and then we'll see how things go. We of course can't air brake with the whole thing, the solar panel opened. But we only have like 409 delta V, so we're going to have to be like really careful on our maneuvers here. Do like the most efficient maneuvers we can just to touch Kerbin. Just use its atmosphere to like I'm at this rate, like I'm not going to bother with even trying to like get near the station. Now it's just like get in onto Kerbin so I don't have to shoot off another rocket. I'd like to do it that way. And with using satellites to see which direction to orbit wise, it seems like the way I lifted up, I wish I was like a little bit better. Here we go. A little bit better on more even to orbit, but I don't think it matters too much on that. I was just making sure I at least can get like in orbit. Gotta be careful on the maneuver. You know, I probably don't need to like follow this maneuver like that precisely. You know, I'm gonna take off that because I don't know if that's gonna like help. Oh, I do need a, yeah, because it's like really far out, like over there. Yeah, I only have 190 left. As long as this can get down to, I'm curious, even like from here, can I go away? I could go into that lopsidedness. I don't think that's saving me any delta V really. Yeah, that's like going more like Republican views. I would emptied it all out. Okay, that, yeah, it's like getting barely like using like, yeah, if I could just, yeah, even just like 55,000, I'll be just fine with that amount. Yeah, we'll try that. Do like another save. I do have a save like right before we took off in case I need to try this all again or something, or if I want to. I think just making it to there, I could go even more shallow, but I don't want to go too shallow and burn myself up. So it may take a bunch of like orbits until we slow down enough to like actually put ourselves deeper in the atmosphere. And it'll probably be good to have a little bit more fuel just in case. So, oh, we gotta, I guess, do a whole orbit to get around to that. Makes sense. Now he's been in another like 4 days up in here to do that whole orbit. But yeah, this is like, I'm going a little past the Apple Apis, but whatever. I want to just make sure this like, and we can now watch that as it goes down to the altitude we want to get to. That's mainly what we're going to be watching. It's under 6,000. I don't need to worry about the maneuver itself. but I'm going to like actually get rid of it. Just watch this. I burst my down my into the atmosphere there. I'm in the atmosphere, and let's go to like 55,000 there. Because I think go down to 40,000 and it starts to like get extreme and starts like burning in atmosphere kind of level. Also, what I can do is put you in hibernation. Save. Which, having a Kerbin now in here, I have the ability of control. Now and just do a another quick save. But yeah, I have like 2 seconds of burn left. But if need be, I can. Why is it? I'm messed up there. Why are you? Oh, there must be. It must be the relay that's like my relays that are way out there. Yeah, that guy. Okay. Warp here, way beyond where I would be in the atmosphere. Because it goes suddenly very quick once it like it reaches down like here because I'm going like so fast. And slow on my warping here. I think about now we could just put these things away. We'll turn ourselves against the ground like that. Try to point at our retrograde as we go into the atmosphere here. And this just start dropping. Just drops this a little bit, so each time we're going to lose a little bit of that. And it's another reason why I didn't want to go too steep. There's a little bit of oh, those rover wheels gonna. I feel like I should have put things on like a container thing to hold so I can like put all the fragile stuff like I'll lose my solar panel. You know, I don't care if like my wheels explode off. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to have to deal with that. I don't mind losing those. Just all the other stuff I want to keep. Yeah, I should have put, but then again, like it's like a little bit more weight. Surprisingly, I'm not losing those. heated them up. Well, that nearly halved our Appalapas. Threw us down that much. That was like barely as just enough. So do one of these saves and do like save over that one. Then we'll just do a quick save. Don't let me be up until I don't want to like speed through the whole atmosphere hitting again. Even using the electric charge, so fine. I also can like hibernate on warp. But if I can't like if it helps at all, like it'd be nice to like just use that to burst that last little speed. Or if it gets like close enough up, probably the Apple app is I'll just like pull that just a little bit more to like it's great to like get it like shallow and close to yeah, I don't want to risk the other things to burn up, so if I lose my little wheels, like that's fine. I don't have anywhere to put them. Might be losing. Oh, why is that heating up? Oh, I guess I gotta point down a little bit actually. Let's put my cells down. That's heating up by up a little bit. Yeah, the wheels are what's all heating up. Well, I don't mind if those explode off. Which again, like what's exploding them? Like what's making them combust? Which is my it is shrinking it. I am surprised that the wheels are surviving this each time. Guess I just angle myself that each time, and eventually I'm going to slow down enough that I'm going to fall into Kerbin. That's the idea. It's speed up time to get out into the space again. Or now I'm like in space again. We'll just do a quick save each time. Zoom all the way past the next air brake. Yeah, we're going to do this a few times. what it takes sometimes to efficiently get back onto Kerbal, especially when you have like no fuel left. Like I have enough to like if I want to just shrink my periapis any less, but as I'm like still like losing loot more slowly, I don't think I want to do any more of that. Or if I want to like increase it just a little bit more. But I think this is right, just the right amount. Just because my wheels are like surviving this each time so far. Speed up time as help it. Guess I haven't had needed to use any charge to worry about bringing this solar sail out. Oh, I do have, that's right. Like, because I threw on the static ones, so that's just keeping me charged just enough. See how much that shrunk by now? Just like 3 times. I think it been. Like it almost feels like it halves or a thirds it each time. It's slowly getting less and less and less. So like I'm going to be hitting the atmosphere a little deeper and deeper each time. So that would also slow me down more. It'd be amazing if I just happen to like hit the right spot, but also do a like quick save before I pass the Appalachas in case I decide I need to. See, the risk is if I get out of warp and it's past 70,000, and it would just like instant combustion and boom, and like everything explodes. Like I had it happen at times like that. You're like warping way too fast for it to like pull it out before like all the physics happen and then everything explodes. Or I had it so it like warped just suddenly past everything and just like, okay. By the way, because of like a planned schedule thing, I'm gonna need a like and I'm hoping I get this guy onto Kerbin before that, but I'll need to. We're not like setting. Oh no, we're like we keep losing more and more speed. It's under the 2 so kilometers is like I think that's like megameters. M something like I say now we're like and we are under 55,000 kilometers now. So we're just past her Apis. Now we're going back firing. But some people like raid Might raid someone that I don't really ever get to raid. Oh, someone else is like doing also
Geometry Dash is 20.
doing Rain World. Yeah, there's like a few options, like a grade. Uh, which any of them like I don't get like too much option to, or usually get like that much option to rate them. I may raid them just because I don't stream like early enough to get off early enough to. Yeah, I think I got like raid target idea. Depends if he's a stream much. Only streamed a hour and a half. It looks like so far. But yeah, there's probably going to be a few more times still. It doesn't let you warp till you're like at a certain altitude and stuff. Like what time is it? It's like an hour and 20 minutes game for say like warp here. Or like warp to a spot without me manually that myself. It kicks you out of the warp once you go under 70,000 because then you're touching the atmosphere pretty much. And we're gonna just keep tilting like this because this is our best position to keep from burning up. We keep hitting this like slower and slower, and that's the idea of this is like we're gonna like eventually be hitting the atmosphere just slow enough that it's not gonna destroy anything. But instead of it accidentally turning these on, I'll just put the next stage to be that. Burn up. Well, like it's not even like bringing those up. Yeah, I think we're probably slow enough we could like even. Oh no, let's bring it up a little bit. But yeah, I think we're getting like two safe levels of hitting the atmosphere. But I'm gonna just let it continue this way because again we're still just slowly going. And I'll probably like to just leave this last little burst of burn that we can do uh, on when we're like slow enough that we're clearly dropping into the atmosphere. I'm curious on that. Watch it, looking at a little bit on the side of like what someone's doing. But yeah, Rain World's like was a fun game too. Yeah. But that'll be we get past this. I forget the number of how many times we've done it. Like I figured this was gonna take a bit, but like as much as I know this is like the best efficient way for us to do it without having to get a whole nother rocket out, and that would save us like a good amount of money. So we were very close to our bare minimum of rocket fuel, so I did make already like design a little bit of like I changed a little bit variation. I do have an 004. This is 003 version where we added like another tank of fuel on like the first stage at least. And maybe I'll put like a bigger, like I could see about putting like a bigger thing. It's just if it's like not going to be enough. Because the problem with having just even for like the stage that you don't need to worry about thrust to weight ratio, and you give yourself a lot more delta V with the engines that are like great in vacuum of space. It's just it's really hard to do like certain maneuvers if your thrust to weight ratio is like beyond like under 0.5. Like if it's going to like 0.2 or something, and it's like you're then going to sit there for like 2 minutes for a burn because you're just so heavy. Yeah. I'm just simply doing quick saves in case I now it's like to where it's like taking him like over a week to just get back home, even though I'm spinning around just right by home. But I doubt any of our contracts are gonna fail, so they still got like I think our earliest one is like 3 years away until it expires. 3 or 4 years. I think the 3 year was actually moving that rover one, which we completed. Finished that one. Doing check marks because like I'm hitting the thing of like, oh yeah, this stable orbit. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. Your station in a which we did have that earlier. And now watch this like drop now. Like again, we're getting steeper and steeper in the atmosphere each time we pass. Just slowly getting uh dropping altitude just because of like the change of physics and all that. This is like it would be great if like just now we like start and we could like drop down to that, but we'll try to save all the equipment on here. I got plenty of parachute power on this thing. So having the parachutes on this side might not have been like best position, but that's fine. I probably should have put them like on this thing, but I was suspecting that this would be rated. Or if anything, I could have put them like right in the middle there. I just wasn't sure. Like, I assumed I'll be like flying forward with this thing. The more of the weight's on this side. Especially if you like zoom in, you can see like where the center of mass is. You know, that's that. Oh, speed up so we start like go back out of the atmosphere. Oh, and I do also I do have monopop on actually, thinking of it. What I might do is like turn it on and try to use it as well as when I like do the last little burst of fuel. I could turn off the physics base. And I don't know what that is. Like I flew around right on top of that, and there was nothing really there. I don't know what that's for. Probably something that I don't have at the moment. Atmosphere again. Probably have been more careful with warping, but there might be like some noise happening now. Oh, it is coming through a little bit. Yeah, someone's got a blender turned on. Their smoothie. I heard someone that makes smoothie for 2 people. That bar is kind of flipping into that. It might be another few passes. We speed up time and just like do this a little bit faster. I think I'm safe with. When did I catch when it like popped the other way? I feel like I'm slowly gonna miss my chance on hitting that. Like I probably could like hit it now if I like allowed me to slow all the way down, but I'm gonna just do it like as safe as possible here. Means we are because we're still pretty like in it. Now we're gonna be like in the atmosphere longer essentially. But yeah, I'm not trying to worry about hitting. If we just happen to like land by the station, that would be like great. And now we got just a Parapets that's like under 200,000, so we're getting there. Well, now we're going under 50,000, so this might be it. Because once we go down enough in the atmosphere that then we don't lift up enough in time, like this go, especially when this goes like down to like 70,000, then it's like then we're gonna just be in the atmosphere, and then until we just slow down enough and we go down to the ground. I'll wait until then to like activate my parachutes. Trying to heat up again. But I'm going, I guess, slow enough that it's not that bad. And ourselves a little bit. We can. I think, yeah, we're losing our Apis. I think we're going to drop out. Yeah, once that Apple Apis like goes under that. Yeah, this is like our shallowest means of doing this, and well, could have probably did a little bit just to, yeah, yeah. We're gonna land down here now. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, is there? Yeah, or App West. App. I hate when it like when I come back and I'm like fully zoomed out. Yeah, let's do last little burst of that. Boom. There we go. Make sure everything's like activated. We're just keeping this angle until I'm not done burning. Oh, because I don't want that to happen. And then burn my one good solar sail. These wheels apparently seem to be taking it. Kind of fighting it. The other thing I could have done is like sped up just a little bit to give myself a even more shallow entry. I think that's the engine itself that's like starting to heat up. Or I'm like really getting the heat. Might just turn that off and just let myself spin around now. I don't want my engine to blow up as well. Just letting myself wobble around to like, yeah, just yeah, just spin whatever, as long as it doesn't blow up my sensitive parts. Go into a little spiral spin. The things that are still like pretty heated up a lot right now is all my wheels. I don't have any means to put those away. I don't think they're very expensive anyway. I think I'm slowing down. There we go. Got past all the heat. Yeah, figured that's gonna flip me around. Wasn't sure which way was. Not sure if like those were necessary, but like, hey, like just needed a little bit of. Should angle me up once like these all deploy. And hey, if I, it'd be just fine if I land like nose up, I think. Hold as if it doesn't like delete the parachutes right away. And you know what? I might, if I'm hoping I could crawl back into it, but probably takes a surface sample like right here. Yeah, see, these help to like do the first initial like slow down, and then these parachutes can like would deploy the rest of it. You know, I'm like 6 meters a second. It looks like we're gonna fall like around a hill here. I'm wondering if I get like any more science on on this. And hey, we got him home without a heat shield. So like as long as you get within the orbit of Kerbal sector, like maybe even from like if you like deorbited from mid-miss, and as long as you can touch like 60,000 or under 60,000, just enough to reach yourself to here. And if anything, we could just wheel ourselves along. Just and put this back out. Hey, now we get to drive around down here. Let's actually put ourselves in parking here. I'm gonna do like quick save just in case I can't. Let's see, like, aren't you able to? Yeah, you could like repack these too. I'd have to board and guess I'll do that. I think, just keeping that up, but wanted to walk along on top of this. I have, oh, I don't even need to like get down on the ground. Just in case this saves like a bit more. And not fall off if I can. Okay, 9 science. Get 9 science. Guess we'll do an EVA report too from here. Urban mountains. Let's actually do this. So we can put a flag here to indicate that we landed here. Guess I will drop off here and just risk having to be able to climb that back up on that. And think of having put a ladder there. Urbans, mountains. with I wanted to just put in here. It's just I wish there was a means to like see the plaque without having to like go all the way over to it. Uh, Landed with moon crawler division 3. If I can't get back up on the thing, I still can like recover the stuff. So there we go. Got the yeah, I got report. So a little bit more science just sitting here. Should be yeah. There's 2 stored data in here. Oh, I guess I storing it. I thought I was gonna like look at it. Okay, it's the just on Kerbin, and then there's surface sample on the moon, which will give like a good amount of. So it didn't waste a trip of even going like over there. Oh, you know what? I should have. I might have had like a surface sample in that other craft, but whatever. Got to check that. And if it was like near in the same biome, it like wouldn't have made the difference. But man, gotta like not forget like every possible option kind of thing. Okay, we can just hit recover. The only other thing to do is just roll around up there, which I can't get up hills very well. But that did give us 164 science. And we saved 12,700 and stuff. At least getting the uh, lander back up here. Crawler or whatever. Call it. I even got like some extra money on like bringing parts from the rover over here. Oh, it always says like 0 like I never gain like apparently reputation. Oh, and they gain 5 XP. So yeah, we got like a little bit more money. We finally did that contract. Finally. What was the last save that I did? Looks like the next one is just save 2. Want to see if I can catch how much percentage wise did it like say that I lost, or if it said that anywhere. Doesn't look like it would say anything. See it anywhere. Yeah. So I don't know like how much of a percentage I lost from just like not being near station. That's the other thing. But I'm curious about something over here. Guess that's another mission. Like when random things like that show up, like, oh, there's this. No. That forever is just gonna be sitting there in a weird piece. And I might just leave this here. But yeah, I'm curious about seeing if there's a stored experiment or something stored in here that I forgot. Ah, there was. Oh, but it's Moon's East Crater. Oh, it's the reason why it's like showing like maybe I'll get 30 more science. Moon's East Crater. I think I already. I'll just keep those in there. Because like I wouldn't get anything transmitting, and that tells me that that's the same. So yeah, I would have not saved any really. Oh, I wonder. I guess even if you already got the same sample surface sample before, you can get like just more science out of it. But it would give me nothing to transmit it. I would have to carry that sample. So I was like, would have been nice to possibly. I don't know. It might have been like the same amount though. It's hard to tell. Um, I actually see. I did those screenshots. I could look at the resource thing to also see it. It's like convenient when I could just. Yeah, Moon's East Crater. That was the other EVA report that I did, and where I put that flag, which where that thing's sitting. So yeah, I did do it before. So yeah. So that is it for now. Just go to Space Center here, or anything explodes there. Oh, one more thing I want to check on that thing, or possibly runs out because I pulled off its static solar panels, mainly because I was just abandoning the whole thing and curious if is it on hibernation. Yeah, it's on hibernation, so it's not wasting any electrical charge. In case I ever need some charge for it. But what I should have done before I left it is like stuck this on, but not like it's serving as a relay anyway. As long as it doesn't go in the spins in the dark, which I think this does slowly spin, which isn't realistic really for what our actual moon does. And I think it makes sense, like why it doesn't, because it's being pulled by our gravity, like since it's orbiting, and so it's like just at like a standstill of rotation wise. Because what would like make it spin really? But yeah, it's those things that like I wished I did this or that while I was here with the thought of this, made sure of that. Like would have been great with the engineer and put this on top of that, and it could have been like a possible other relay just sitting on the ground here. But too late. I would have to fly all the way down over there and just or reload and then redo the whole thing that I just did. Like to the point where I'd rather just put another rocket in orbit if I need another one to serve as a relay around this moon. But there's enough of those spinning around that like there's tiny moments that there might be that it might miss. And I think what like is better is if I put like one like in the biggest orbit possible and then like one like up like this, and that would like be the most likely to keep from like just passing behind the moon and lose connection. But it's why I put like some of these like this one like way like this to like not be blocked by Kerbin itself. But yeah, I did certain means to, and then there's this guy that's just still orbiting around, always in that like kind of wonky orbit. Okay, Space Center. We can set our raid. Kind of curious on. I think the other person I was thinking of raiding is already done. So yeah, it certainly puts us to yeah. Who I'm thinking of raiding here is. Let me make sure I can raid before I pull it out. Valid user. Of course, your name's hard to spell. An L or an I? Capitalized I. Like one of those things like. Hey, yeah, you did something tricky. Your name's hard to spell. Canoptic accumulation. Couldn't tell if that was like an I or oh, sorry, Craig. We're also just I'll cancel for a moment. Yeah, I guess we're doing a raid train because I'm just now ending and I'm raiding out to someone. What timing, isn't it? I had time to like play this for a few hours before like get to before I want to get dinner and then get to like other plans. So I'm not sure if it's like caught in a bad time because like hey raid train. But yeah, nice to see you. Like I'll give you a shout out anyway. give you a shout out like this. When you're playing Lethal Company, I'm sure that's a fun game to like do with friends. Like I lost interest really, even if I guess if I had like opportunity to still like play with friends, like it's especially difficult when you're like when you gotta like um go into the base, remember where to go, where you're coming from, like have no, I I think I'm sure like there's probably a mod to like get like a mini map if you really want to like, but yeah, it's I don't know. But aside of that, then it's like just constantly just going in, grab stuff, get scared of things, like which I don't think I cared too much. Like it's like things like I don't get much to the point of why you want to be scared, and also I don't think I get scared that easily, or other than just being like anxious of like, oh no, I'm going to like have to retry again, or this something's going to kill me, and just be kind of annoying. I don't know. So it's hard to say. Like I don't want to say like I just never get scared or so. I'm just weird on saying that, but yeah, and it's better played with friends too. Like certainly, like I think a few times I played it like so by myself solo, but like it's just really not. For one, it's really hard, and it's also just not as fun. I'm sure like people can like have fun like with the challenge and stuff, but it's certainly a game that's fun with friends, and you have like very funny moments and all that happening. But yeah, I'm gonna start rating uh not like however you say his name. He's doing Rain World. If you want to see Rain World, pretty fun. Another challenging game. I'll give him a shout out as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely a game fun with friends. Rain World can also be a fun with friends as well, but it's mainly made more for like a single player. So, but take care, guys. Certainly, thanks for the raid. Sorry if it was just happened to be bad timing. It's always hard to tell. Like I wasn't sure if like I was trying to like see if it's good time to raid Noptic over here, but he's also kind of like nice streamer, sweet sounding streamer. But take care, raiding out. Bye bye. God bless. Oh, I think we still have like a few seconds. But yeah, raiding out. Yeah, it happens. Yeah. But I hope you had fun. Have a good rest of your day if you're in it, if you had to end as well. And guessing it's like nighttime for you. But bye everyone. Get to see my avatar, I guess, before you go.